And the entire restaurant is gluten-free, if you can believe it. Yes, Amazon did come through. Both of this dash cam's cameras are quite fisheye, but I've been able to counter that effect to some degree in post-production. Good morning. We're starting to drive to do our various little errands in Edmonton before we leave. And the first point of interest is this roundabout that's coming up here. The roundabout is kind of unique in that it's got like 4 traffic lights around the roundabout. So you'll go into the roundabout and immediately they destroy all the advantages of a roundabout. It may be that they have so much traffic that they found that the streets feeding into this traffic circle just get completely bogged up. I'm assuming that's what it is. I actually, the first day we were here, yesterday, I drove around this traffic circle and I think I went through a red. I didn't realize it until after I'd gone through. After the merger of the Hudson's Bay Company and the Northwest Company in 1821, Fort Edmonton was a main center of trade in the area. In 1906, Edmonton became the capital of the new province of Alberta. Today, Edmonton is considered the gateway to the north and is a staging point for oil sands projects and large-scale diamond mining. It's been nicknamed Canada's Festival City, as festivals are hosted year-round. It's the 5th largest city in Canada. From 1981 to 2004, the West Edmonton Mall was the largest shopping mall in the world by area. It's now the 2nd most visited mall in North America, after Toronto's Eaton Centre. By store count, it is still number 1 in the Western Hemisphere with over 800 occupants. The Alberta Aviation Museum is located at the former Blatchford Field Airport, which was the first licensed airfield in Canada in 1926. The airport closed in 2013 and is destined to become a planned community. Wiley Post landed here during both of his circumnavigations. So before we leave Edmonton, we're just going to take a little drive through the city core and then head out the other side and continue going on east toward Lloydminster. Christian Maniscalco is here.
Oh, wow.
In October. Now that we've left Edmonton, it's a straight shot east along the Trans-Canada Highway, and I expect a good fast trip, smooth and good weather. So it should be very pleasant. Only a 2-hour trip today. It's 11:03. Starting to see the grain elevators and long trains with the grain cars now in the scenery. So we're getting into the wheat agriculture area in Alberta and of course in Saskatchewan. That'll be coming up. So I guess we're going to see a lot of that for the next couple of days. Welcome to Saskatchewan. What you say? We're right in the middle of a town. Yeah, let me explain. The Bar Colonists, a temperance movement, founded Lloydminster in 1903 as a utopian settlement founded on sobriety. It was fixed on the 110th degree west longitude meridian at a time when this area was part of the Northwest Territories. But rather than being in the center of the anticipated new province, it found itself perched on the boundary between two new provinces, Alberta and Saskatchewan. The result was a town evenly split down the middle. It had two separate governments up until 1930, when they amalgamated. It's now a single city belonging to two provinces. This situation has caused confusion in the past with differing rules concerning public smoking and local times during the summer daylight saving period when Saskatchewan and Alberta follow different plans. Each west of the main street are differing postal codes and telephone area codes. Strange to say, this straddling a provincial border is not unique in Canada. The mining town of Flin Flon found itself perched on the border between Saskatchewan and Manitoba. But in Flin Flon's case, the border was drawn to deviate, and so the town is mostly in Manitoba. When prospector Tom Creighton found a high-grade exposure of copper here, he named his mine after the protagonist in a fantasy novel that he had found. In the novel, the hero, bizarrely named Josiah Flintabbaty Flonatin, finds a golden cave in a lake which leads him to a wonderful subterranean world. And as in the case of Swastika, Ontario, Flin Flon takes its name from the local mine. Thus, Flin Flon joins Tarzana, California, and Le Plessis-Robinson in France as towns that are named after fictional people. Just after we videoed that, Ramona was getting ready to take a still picture, and I was transferring my camera over to the hand that was holding Holly's leash. And let's go over this way. And I dropped the leash, and she got scared and started running. And she was heading for the road. Actually, she went out on one lane of the road, and then curved back, fortunately, back onto the lawn of the building that we were next to. And we could hear her running along, and with this leash, retractable leash at her heels and wrapping around her legs and stuff and crashing along like that. She was absolutely frantic. So we're calling her like crazy. Come back, come back, come back. It's okay, it's okay. She eventually did run back around the corner, but she was just so frantic. And just of course, the leash was unbelievable. The leash was wrapped around her leg, and she was just
making her crazier.
Making her crazy, yeah.
Poor thing.
Anyway, fortunately, it all worked out. Her leash got damaged a bit, but it's still usable, and she didn't get hit by a car or anything, thank goodness. But she's a nervous dog because of her PTSD.
But you're getting smart because
Yeah.
you
You
didn't
came
run
back, so
off.
that's good,
You-
my friend.
You circled around and came back.
Yeah,
That was very good.
very good your job you did. Very good.
Very good.
Very
sweetie.
good.
Yeah.
We don't need any more frights like that today or any other time.